Evening all. Hey Martin, hey Paul and Eileen, hey London. Hopefully everything is stabilised. All good. Back in the hot seat. How you all doing? Hey Billy and Connor. So what have I got in store for you this evening? And if you're watching tomorrow, have a good Sunday. So I put you up the menu a few moments ago, so you were all prepped. Usual format, 4x4, your off-road quiz. So we've got some famous Andrews, some famous Italians, everything's famous here. Some famous books, movie common denominators is your round one. Every correct answer is worth a point. Hey, Coal Pits. Hey, Isabel, how you all doing? So good to be back. Only one golden rule, apart from no Googling. There you have it. No answers on the feed, but you know the drill. So between now and 10, we've got a 48 pointer. And, well, sure, we'll get going, shall we? Your three famous Andrews on YouTube or on website. Best seats on the website and on Facebook Live. Your three famous Andrews. Famous Andrew number one. Cats, Evita and the Phantom of the Opera. A nice easing your way into this Saturday the 29th of April. Famous Andrews, Cats, Evita and the Phantom of the Opera. Good to have Isabel connecting with Stephen and Vanessa. Famous Andrew number two. Campbell's Soup Cans and the Velvet Underground. Campbell's Soup Cans and the Velvet Underground is your famous Andrew number two. Everybody doing good? Spring is well and truly alive. Bit of light outside at 9 o'clock BST. Famous Andrew number three. Loser to Roger Federer in Wimbledon 04, 05 and again in 09. Who is your unfortunate famous Andrew number three? Runner-up to Roger Federer, Wimbledon 04, 05 and then again in 09. Okie dokes. 4, 5 and 6 are your hopefully famous three Italians. Famous Italian number one, or question 4 if you catch my drift. An Italian fashion designer, Allegri, Bagutta and Hilton. The richest openly LGBT guy person in the world. Italian fashion designer, Allegri, Bagutta and Hilton. The richest openly LGBT person in the world. Famous Italian, number one. Connections are tricky this evening. That's round two. Famous Italian, number three. A major Italian poet, the father of the Italian language, Divine Comedy, is your famous Italian number three. A major Italian poet, the father of the Italian language, Divine Comedy. Your clues for your famous Italian number three. Okie dokie. Three famous books, but we're looking for the respective authors. So your three famous books, authors please. Don Quixote, famous book, number one, where we're looking for the author. Don Quixote. Hi, Max. The Great Gatsby. Famous book, but we're looking for the author. Number two, The Great Gatsby. A famous book, number three, where we're looking for the author, Moby Dick. Moby Dick. So Don Quixote, The Great Gatsby, and Moby Dick. Three famous books. Three famous authors. 7, 8 and 9. And your final bunch of three. Movie common denominators. So you get three movies and you figure out the common denominator, the actor, actress, respectively. So movie common denominators, number one, gentlemen prefer blondes, The 7-Year Itch, Some Like It Hot. Gentlemen prefer blondes, The 7-Year Itch, and Some Like It Hot. Movie common denominator, number one. Number two, the movies. The Conversation, The French Connection, and Superman. The Conversation, The French Connection, and Superman. Movie common denominator, actor, actress, number two. And number three. And don't worry if you're a latecomer, we'll put them all up at the end of this round. So the actor or actress who shares these three: American Psycho, The Big Short, The Prestige. American Psycho, The Big Short, and The Prestige is your movie common denominator, number three. So let's recap, shall we, on round one. Your three famous Andrews, your three famous Italians, your famous books where we're looking for the respective authors, and your movie common denominators. 4 by 3 equals 12 potential maximum points. Hey Greg, on YouTube, the Lionel Rich tease. How you doing, Greg? On YouTube. So, how do you feel you got on? Well, only one way to find out, isn't there? Good luck. Here's your answers to your opening round. So, your three famous Andrews were Lloyd Webber, Andy Warhol, and Andy Roddick. Giorgio Armani, even Marco Polo and Dante are your three famous Italians. Cervantes, F. Scott Fitzgerald and Herman Melville, your three authors. And your actors, Marilyn Monroe, Gene Hackman and Christian Bale. So out of 12 on the feed, let's know how well you're doing, guys. The Max on 11, Billy and Connor in the Cave on 10, East meets West, Hi Jackie on 10, Martin in Drummagarner on 10, Paddy and Bridge maxing out on 12, Cahiz and the Doll, they're on 9. Good scoring, guys. Good start. Paddy and Bridge moving quickly this evening. Max on 11. Houston, no problem. They're on 9. Hey, Paul and Eileen. Good start, guys. You're also on 9. Okie dokie. Round 2. You know the drill. 12 connections. And they're kind of trickier than normal, I would suggest, this evening. 3 bits of random information. You join the dots and you figure out what connects. Not a bit, Greg. A bit of 3 in 1 there. You're not a bit rusty. Lionel Richties, they're dancing on the ceiling on 10. Mountain Pungs, welcome back in London on 9. Good healthy start, guys. Connection number 1. What connects? What connects a women's monthly fashion and entertainment magazine, so that's your women's fashion entertainment magazine, with a vodka cocktail? Aqua. Maybe later. And your third connection, composed of people from all over the world. So your women's monthly fashion and entertainment magazine, the connection, please, between that, a vodka cocktail, and composed of people from all over the world is your connection number 1. And Team Dev, with 4 amigos in Ross Trevor, a truly international team. They're maxing out also on 12. Paddy and Bridge, you're not having it all your own way at this early stage. Connections, I think they'll mix it up a bit. Connection number 2. What connects? What connects an amphetamine, a bus not allowed to go below 50 miles per hour, and a Welsh footballer, soccer player, number 6 in the all-time players' appearances in the Premier League? Let me run that one past you once again. What connects your amphetamine with your bus that isn't permitted to go below 50 miles per hour and your Welsh footballer, number 6 in the all-time players' appearances, Premier League? Connection tricky, maybe. Number 2. Jimmy, no need to apologise. Enjoy your tea. And you can multitask, as you say. Tea and connections. Make sure you don't get them mixed up, Jimmy. What connects Number 3. Connections. Marijuana. A plant for flavouring. And Tijuana brass. So your connection, please, between marijuana, a plant for flavouring, and Tijuana brass. For heaven's sake, Vincent, what are you talking about? Is your connection number 3. Must have been something I smoked earlier. Marijuana, only kidding. A plant for flavouring, and Tijuana brass is your connection number 3. There's a couple of real tricky ones in here, Andrea, when you're watching it with Dave D next weekend. Connection number 4, because it's all available on playback. What connects? A Scottish royal house, the boss, and a man in Australian slang. A man in Australian slang, the boss, and a Scottish royal house. Well, that's your connection number 4. Connection 5. What connects? What connects the magic roundabout with Tuscany, capital city, with the lady with the lamp? The lady with the lamp, a capital city in Tuscany, and your magic roundabout. Connection 5. Connection 6. What connects? What connects a riddle? A riddle with a Robert Harris novel and thriller about Bletchley Park with Edward Elgar. Wow. So your connection 6, Edward Elgar, a Robert Harris novel and thriller about Bletchley Park with a riddle. Connection 6. Connection number 7. What connects? A Swedish singer saved tonight the fruit of many plants of the genus Prunus, and Nissan's first front-wheel drive Super Mini. The connection, please, between Nissan's first front-wheel drive Super Mini, the fruit of many plants of the genus Prunus, and your Swedish singer saved tonight. 7. Connection 8. What connects? What connects William Frederick Cody with a style of chicken wing with wild cattle? A wild cattle, a style of chicken wing with William Frederick Cody is your rather obtuse connection number 8. Connection number 9. What connects? What connects the only non-white player in the Springboks 1995 Rugby World Cup winning team? Bit of a mouthful. The only non-white player in the Springboks 95 Rugby World Cup winning team of 95. With Mr. Guitar, creator of the Nashville sound, and an English cathedral city on the River Dee. Flip. Excuse me. Mr. Guitar, creator of the Nashville sound, your English cathedral city located or situated on the River Dee, and the only non-white player in the 95 Springboks World Cup winning team. I told you they were tricky. Tricky connection number 10. An allergenic plant sharing its name with Pamela Lillian Isley in Batman comics. Flip. An allergenic plant sharing its name with Pamela Lillian Isley in Batman comics with an American Collegiate Athletic Conference with the grandmother of Nick and Sarah in Corrie. Okay, so the grandmother of Nick and Sarah in Corrie, your American Collegiate Athletic Conference, and this allergenic plant sharing its name with Pamela Lillian Isley in your Batman comics is your definitely out there connection number 10. How you getting on? Tricky? You managing? 11. Connection 11. The Catholic's response, the Catholic Council's response to the Protestant Reformation. The Catholic Council's response to the Protestant Reformation. With the third longest river in the UK and a current Premier League wingback. So a Premier League current wingback, the third longest river in the UK, and the Catholic Council's response or reaction to the Protestant Reformation is your connection 11. Okie dokes. Add your final connection, and don't worry, I'll put them all up in writing. What connects? The War of the Worlds musical. The War of the Worlds musical with Marion Robert Morrison. Marion Robert Morrison. With Gotham City. Batman making its second connection appearance. Gotham City. Marion Robert Morrison. The War of the Worlds musical. Okay, I think I need to put these up. So there's your 12 connections. I'll let you mull over those and argue, debate as you tidy up round 2. Your tricky, obtuse 12 connections. Back to you in a few moments. Okie dokes, guys. A few apologies, a few people off on holidays and doing better things. What's better than this? Your answers to your 12 connections. Good luck. So, connection number 1. Cosmopolitan. Did you figure out Rush? Did you figure out Herb, as in Albert? Did you figure out Bruce? Did you figure out Florence, the tricky enigma? Cherry, Buffalo, as in chicken wings, and Buffalo Bill. Chester, as in Chet Atkins, Chester Williams, Chester in Cheshire. Ivy, Poison, Ivy League, Ivy Tilsley. Trent, as in Alexander Trent Arnold, as in Trent Council, as in third longest UK river. And Wayne, as in Bruce, John, and the War of the Worlds. So out of 12, your running cumulative aggregate maximum at this stage would, of course, by the way, it isn't Rush. What the heck am I talking about? It's Speed, as in Gary, Amphetamine, and the Sandra Bullock, Keanu Reeves movie. Why did I get Rush? There was me and my Welsh footballer, Gary Speed. Speed, forgive me. You see, you thought I was perfect. Anything but. So maximum, once you've forgiven me for Rush, it is in fact, it wasn't Ian Rush who has a problem with Italian football because Italy was like being in a foreign country. But it was Gary Speed, so out of 24. Cahays and the Doll, 19. The Frogs, excellent, up to 20. East Meets West, well done Jackie, on 21. Martino, Drummagarner on 21. Mountain Pungs, London, 18. The Max on 23. East Meets West, you're now on 22. Forgive me. Comfortably Dumb, well done Paddy and Bridge on 23. Houston, no problem on 21. Wow. Rush, flip. Team Dev and Four Amigos yet to slip up on 24. Wow. Super duper. Great quizzing, guys. Round 3. Lionel Rich Tees. Consistency is the key. They're up to 20. Super quizzing. Azar, Paul and Eileen also on 20. Fabulous. Tight at the top. Team Dev. Closely followed by Comfortably Dumb. Closely followed by The Max. Stephen says, you could never be forgiven for Ian Rush. Well, round three. We've got some images. What have I got? Well, we've got 3 images of 3 star signs. 3 movie posters. Yep, you've guessed it. You give me the movie. 3 country outlines. Couple are tricky. And then 3 famous, iconic, hate that word, album covers. Okay, we'll start with your 3 star signs, shall we? Star sign number 1. Identify these. Star sign number 2. Good luck. Star sign number 3. Identify this star sign. Your 3 movie posters. 3 movies. Number 1. The movie, please. Movie number 2 from the poster. And movie number 3. Seven, 8, and 9. 3 countries from the map outlines. Number 1. Where's this? Country, please. Where's this? Country number 2. Easy peasy. Where's this? And finally, Country number 3. Where's this? And your final 3. 3 album covers. Famous album covers? Yep. Name of the album, please. Not the band. But you can give me that if you want. And show off. But we're looking specifically for the name of these 3 albums from these 3 images. Album cover number 1. Name of the album number 2. And famous album cover. Name of the album number 3. Okay, let's do a quick fly through your 3 star signs. Your 3 movies from said posters. Your 3 countries from the outline. And your 3 albums. Name of the albums, please. dokes. So, how did you get on in round 3? Well, let's find out, shall we? So there's your image answers. We have the star signs: Cancer, Gemini, Sagittarius. The Shawshank Redemption, Pulp Fiction, and The Matrix. Your countries respectively: Netherlands, Scotland, and Russia. The albums: Abbey Road, The Dark Side of the Moon, and Born in the USA. So that will give you a running maximum of 36 points. So let me know how you're doing out of 36 as we venture slowly but surely into our final round in tonight's comeback quiz. Cahies and the Doll, well done on 30 points out of 36. Good scoring, Cahies. Mountain Pungs in London, also on 30. Welcome back. Jackie, East Meets West, a superb 33. Max on 33. Good quizzing guy. Comfortably Dumb. Paddy and Bridge on 34. Billy and Connor in the Cave. Well done, the Frogs, on 32. Full house for the Lionel Rich teas, now dancing on the ceiling. They're up to 32. Well done, Greg and team. Team Dev and the Four Amigos, they're on 35. So the gap has closed. Well done, Paul and Eileen, on 31. Martino on 32. Not that it matters a jot. Good scoring, guys. Houston, no problem, on 33. So Team Dev on 35, closely followed by Paddy and Bridge on 34, and a cluster on 33, and closely behind your clever clogs. Going into our final round. So, final round. 3 famous inventions. So, you're going to get some clues, but you have to figure out the invention. Clue number 1. We're looking for the invention. Clues: John Logie Baird. The year was 1925. John Logie Baird, 1925. The invention, please. Famous invention number 2. This was the first active communication satellite. The year was 1962. Can you name it? The first active communication satellite in 1962. Famous invention 2. Ooh. Famous invention number 3. The return of the million pointer. Because I don't think anybody will get this. Famous invention. Do you remember that million pointer? The one reserved for the one that nobody will get, should get, has any right to get. So, your clues. 10-pack of Wrigley's Juicy Fruit chewing gum. 1974. What first appeared, or the invention that first appeared with a 10-pack of Wrigley's Juicy Fruit chewing gum in 1974. Now, there you go. Put that in your herb pipe and smoke it. a 10-pack of Wrigley's Juicy Fruit chewing gum, 1974. Famous invention, number 3. Good luck. Four, 5, and 6 in your final round. 3 famous couples. Famous couple number 1. Surnames Parker and Chestnut. They were an American criminal couple during the Great Depression. Famous couple number 1. Parker and Chestnut. A criminal couple during the Great Depression. Famous couple number 1. Famous couple number 2. Danny Zuko and Sandy Olsen. The movie, please. Famous couple number 2. Danny Zuko and Sandy Olsen. The movie. Oh, did I say there were 48 points available this evening? There's 49. Why so? Well, here's why so. Famous couple number 3. We're looking for the Twin Cities in Minnesota. So there's 2. The Twin Cities, well, obviously there's 2. Minnesota. Famous couple number 3. The Twin Cities, the state of Minnesota. Home straight territory, guys. Now that's appropriate because 7, 8, or 9 are 3 famous sporting venues. So 3 very world famous sporting venues. Here's your clues. Clue number 1, sporting venue number 1, Yarra Park, the largest stadium in the Southern Hemisphere. Famous sporting venue number 1, Yarra Park, the largest stadium in the Southern Hemisphere. Famous sporting venue 2. Location. On the corner of 16th Street and Georgetown Road. Well, that'll help you. With a permanent capacity of 257,325 people, it is the highest capacity sports venue in the world. Wow. Capacity, 257,325 persons. On the corner of 16th Street and Georgetown Road, the highest capacity sports venue in the world. Famous sporting venue number 2. Famous sporting venue number 3. Giddy up. The Rolly Mile and the July Course. The Rolly Mile and the July Course. The headquarters of British horse racing. Famous sporting venue number 3. The Rolly Mile and the July Course. The HQ of British horse racing. And I think the Jockey Club. Famous sporting venue number 3. Doing okay? Good to be back. We'll finish with 3 famous colours. 3 famous colours. Famous colour number 1. Number 10 Downing Street door. Number 10 Downing Street door. Famous colour number 1. famous colour, number 2. A 1982 novel and Pulitzer Prize winner, later adapted into a movie and a musical. So it's a 1982 novel, Pulitzer Prize winner, later adapted into a film and a musical. Famous colour, number 2. Okay. And your final colour. Indeed, your final question in tonight's quiz on Saturday the 29th of April. There'll be more coming up. Stay tuned. Famous colour number 3, Louisiana's second largest city. Louisiana's second largest city. Famous colour number 3. Okay, let's recap on your final round, shall we? Your 3 famous inventions: John Logie Baird, 1925, first active communication satellite, 1962, and my impossible million pointer, your 10-pack of Wrigley's Juicy Fruit chewing gum, invented in 1974. Your famous couples: Parker and Chestnut. I suppose that's a 2-pointer. So maybe there's 50 points. Yeah, but it's unlikely you'll get one without the other. Danny Zuko and Sandy Olsen, the movie. The Twin Cities in Minnesota. So actually, yeah, technically there's 50 points. Famous sporting venues: Yarra Park, the largest stadium in the Southern Hemisphere, and then your highest capacity sports venue in the world, located at 16th Street and Georgetown Road. And the Rolly Mile in July course, the HQ of British Horse Racing and the Jockey Club. And then your 3 famous colours: the colour of number 10, Downing Street door, and your 1982 novel, Pulitzer Prize winner, film and musical adaptation, and Louisiana's second largest city. So technically, given the screw up over the couples, moving swiftly along from Rush v Speed case, we've got a maximum of 50 points available. So how did you get on? Well, let's find out. Your answers. So, John Logie Baird was, of course, your TV. Telstar was your communication satellite. And did anybody get the invention of a barcode that first appeared on a 10-pack of Wrigley's Juicy Fruit chewing gum? Yellow, wasn't it? Bonnie and Clyde, Greece, and Minneapolis, St. Paul's. Your 3 couples: Melbourne Cricket Ground, the MCG, Indianapolis Motor Stadium, and Newmarket. And we finished with number 10, Downing Street door, black, the colour purple, or in the US, COOLOR, and Baton Rouge, your famous colour, Louisiana's second largest city. So technically we had 50 points with Bonnie and Clyde and Minneapolis St. Paul. So out of 50, we're looking for your scores so we can tidy up the leaderboard. Not that it matters. Max on 44, Mountain Pounds, welcome back in London on 39, East meets West, superb Jackie on 46, superb Billy and Connor in the Cave on 42, Martin, 45 out of 50. Great quizzing, great scoring, guys. He's in the doll, superb, 41. Well done, Paddy and Bridge on 47. We're waiting for 1 or 2 more scores to come in before we can announce comeback quiz winners. Prizes will be going in the mail to you tomorrow. Anyway, good to be back. Houston, no problem on 43. Paul and Eileen, well done on 40. Team Dev. And the four amigos in Ross Trevor, you're welcome on 45. Tied with Martin. Tied. Paddy and Breach. Yes. A sprint at the end got them 47 points. Let's see if we can get the Lionel Rich trees. Well done, Paddy and Breach. Out of nowhere. Team Dev, you started brightly. You finished good. But well done to Paddy and Breach on 47. Thanks for tuning in, guys. As we... Good. There we go. There, I'm back in the room. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. We've made it within the hour. Fabulous. Stay tuned for any future broadcasts. Watch out. Jackie, you're welcome. Greg, he's away dunking some biscuits or dancing on the ceiling. So, good to have you all back. Good to be back. And if you're watching this tomorrow or during the week, enjoy and see you soon. Well, you'll see me. And as usual, we've got an after party quiz. We like to wind down, relax a bit. On the website only for copyright reasons. So back on the website if you like some tunes. In fact, even if you don't, just enjoy your company and chill out. In about 10 minutes back on the website. If you fancy some Identify the Years and some tunes and Fastest Finger and all that good stuff. If you don't, I'll see you in the plan and see you with the next quiz broadcast. Look after yourselves, guys. Keep well, stay safe, and God bless. Adios. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.